Despite modern technological advances, assault rifles remain the gold standard in warfare. The military has won countless wars thanks to these pieces. Please note that this is not meant as a definitive list of the 7 best rifles ever. It's just a collection of some of the most notable ones around. It is also in no particular order. Heckler and Koch 416. The Heckler and Koch 416 is the Norwegian military's rifle of choice. It raised some pulses when it was reported that HK 416 was the SEAL Team 6 weapon that killed Osama bin Laden in 2011. This could be the best rifle in the world. It looks like an M4, but don't let appearances fool you. The HK 416 can fire 850 rounds a minute due to its short-stroke gas-operated piston action. So since the 416 uses a piston to cycle a weapon, the result is a rifle that doesn't get overheated and requires less maintenance. It uses 5.56mm ammunition in 30-round standard capacity magazines. The French military will be taking it up as their new assault rifle. It comes in different barrel sizes, from 11 inches to 20 inches, and weighs 7.8 pounds unloaded. It has a rail system for various sights and accessories. The HK 416 has a large bolt catch lever and shielding barrier against accidental discharges. It can be fired in semi-automatic or automatic mode. The buttstock is retractable. M16. The M16 is the most produced 5.56mm caliber rifle in the world. For most Americans, the first thing that comes to mind regarding assault rifles is the M16. They serve as the U.S. military's standard-issue infantry rifle. The M16 superseded the M14, although the latter remains in service in many military branches. It was introduced in the 1950s as the space rifle. Manufacturers initially made the M16 since the military asked for lighter, more compact pieces to bring to war. It entered service in 1964 and was almost immediately tested in combat in the Vietnam War. A few years later, it was replaced with the M16A1 and has undergone various upgrades over the decades until its widespread replacement by the M4 in the U.S. Armed Forces. With an effective firing range of 840-plus yards, armor-piercing firepower, and sniper rifle-grade accuracy, the M16 outperforms any other assault rifle. Worldwide, it is still widely used today with over 8 million units made over the years. This makes it the most produced firearm for its 5.56mm caliber. AK-103. The AK-103 is an updated version of the venerable Kalashnikov family of 100 series rifles. First used in 2001, the AK-103 fires a 7.62 x 39mm round. The AK-103, like the AK-47, is easy to take apart and reassemble, which aids in maintenance. With a 30-round magazine, it fires great in different environments, from desert and high altitude to humid climates. Recoil has been improved and the muzzle flash is reduced. Plastic composites and polymers have helped modernize the AK-103. It's also easy to train new users on its operation. The side-folding buttstock helps soldiers who are looking for something more compact when riding in vehicles or helicopters. It's just under 8 pounds when unloaded. Sights can be added on the top of the receiver. Users can install flashlights, aiming lasers, or grenade launchers easily. Range for the AK-103 is 500 meters. The rate of fire is around 650 rounds per minute, and the muzzle velocity is 2,411 feet per second. Like its notable ancestor, the AK-47, it is made from common materials and doesn't require the kind of precision engineering other rifles on this list demand. This rifle has been exported all over the world. Including its predecessors, the AK series of rifles are in service in more than 100 countries around the world. The mighty M4 carbine. A variant of the venerable M16A2, this rifle has largely replaced the M16 in the U.S. Army and Marine Corps. The M4 carbine is effectively a lighter and shorted variant of the M16A2 assault rifle. It was developed between the mid-1980s and early 1990s and was accepted by the U.S. Army in 1994. It is shorter than the M16, hence being called a carbine, and fires the same 5.56mm rounds from 30-round magazines. This carbine is capable of being modified by attaching M203 and M320 grenade launchers. The rifle has various fire modes from semi-automatic to 3-shot bursts. Its extensive battlefield use has led to recent upgrades in the M4A1 variant. These include thicker barrels, better triggers, and ambidextrous safety controls, as well as full auto-fire mode. FN-SCAR. In the early 2000s, the U.S. Special Operations Command requested a new multi-caliber combat rifle, and the Belgian Fabrique Nationale responded with FN-SCAR. It is the standard modular rifle for the Belgian and Portuguese militaries. It is also used by operators in the U.S. Special Operations Command. Unlike most of the best military rifles worldwide, the FN-SCAR uses a unique design. It did not take inspiration from existing assault rifles like the AK-47, N16, or HK-416. It's an original design. The receiver is made of a sturdy, hard anodized monolithic aluminum. There are accessory rails on the top, bottom, and sides. The barrel is hammer-forged, chrome-lined, and free-floating, according to the manufacturer. The polymer buttstock is side-folding, and it can be removed easily. It is chambered in 5.56 x 45 mm NATO, or 7.62 x 51 mm. It can even shoot the Soviet-era 7.62 mm round. There are 3 quick detachable barrels: standard, close quarters combat, and long barrel. And FN-SCAR can also be outfitted with a 40 mm grenade launcher. The controls are ambidextrous. The FN-SCAR currently stands among the most widely known rifles globally and exports to 20+ different countries. Tavor TAR-21. The Tavor TAR-21 is another world-class assault rifle from the Israelis. This selective-firing, gas-powered firearm serves as an Israeli standard-issue rifle and currently exports to 20+ countries worldwide. Unlike preceding models, the TAR-21 focuses on dexterity. It has a compact, maneuverable frame that military personnel can utilize in tight spaces. Of course, the design changes did not compromise firepower. The Tavor had a 16.5-inch barrel and an overall length of 26.2 inches, which gives the operator the ability to maneuver quickly and shoot with the accuracy of a longer rifle. It weighs just 10.2 pounds with a 30-round magazine. This is a solid bullpup rifle. It fired flawlessly, was lightweight, and had great ergonomics. FAMAS. FAMAS assault rifle was adopted by France in the late 1970s. The assault rifle was a bullpup configuration, like the SA-88-2, that came standard with 25-round 5.56 mm magazines. Manufactured by GIAT, the rifle had an overall length of 29 inches, with a 19-inch barrel nearly rifle length. The weapon weighed only 7.96 pounds. Intriguingly, unlike standard infantry assault rifles, FAMAS has radioactive tritium sights for night firing and a built-in bipod with arms that swivel up and store above the barrel. FAMAS blowback action gives it greater recoil than other weapons in this category. FAMAS is currently being replaced in French Army service by the Heckler and Koch 416.